Hey guys, it's that real estate lady out of Ringgold, Georgia, coming to you live. I just wanted to get on here just quickly. I've got this hat on. You guys, my hair is jacked up, and I know I'm inside, but my hair is jacked up. I hope you like my hat. I don't know. I don't know, but my hair's jacked up. But I just want to get on here for a few minutes and talk about a couple of things. And so it's Joreen Gainer, Realtor out of Ringgold, Georgia. Phone number 423-227-5761. Just want to talk to you a little bit. Can we talk? Can we just talk a little bit? If you're thinking about moving to Ringgold, Georgia, or selling your house in Ringgold, Georgia, I just wanted to come on here and just talk about a couple of things really quick. I think that a lot of times, of course, people don't have time to actually visit the city they're trying to move to, or maybe a town like Ringgold, Georgia, you've never really even heard of. But I want to mention it to you because Ringgold, Georgia is a small city, okay? We're a small city, so if you're thinking about moving to Ringgold, Georgia, or maybe you were thinking about moving to the bigger city that's not too far away, and you're like, man, wish it was a smaller city, wish it was smaller. Well, Ringgold, Georgia, welcome to Ringgold, Georgia. We're close by. Population over 30,000, so we're small. If you are wanting to move someplace like a Ringgold, Georgia, or move specifically to Ringgold, Georgia, it's a beautiful city. There is lots to do. You gotta find it. There are things to do locally, but we're a small city. You can actually walk downtown, and kids leave school, the high school, and they go and hang out downtown in Ringgold. So it's a nice little city. My kids used to always just walk downtown and play basketball and just hang out after their school activities were done, or in the summertime. So if they weren't working, so it's a nice little city. It's beautiful. There's waterfalls, things here to do. But I just want to talk about it. If you're thinking about moving here, keep in mind, like I mentioned earlier, we are a small city. So if you're moving from a larger city, you kind of got to get emotionally prepared to move to a smaller city. 423. Well, I was just going to give you my phone number. I don't want to give you my phone number. I mean, if you're moving from like a bit larger city like Atlanta, it's late, y'all. I come with this idea a little bit late. But if you're moving to from a larger city like Atlanta or New York or California or something like that, and you want to move to a smaller city, we got you covered. But it is smaller. You need to get emotionally ready that it's a smaller city. Now, we are 20 minutes away from a larger city in Chattanooga, Tennessee. So you can get your larger city side done and then come back home to a smaller city. So just be aware. I have been here for a long time. I got married here, have my kids here, and I started off in Chattanooga and I moved to a smaller city, a smaller side once I had my children. And I absolutely love it. Guys, I love it here. It's home, and it's beautiful, and people are friendly. Individuals, of course, but as a whole, people are generally friendly. I never remember when I first moved to my neighborhood, and we were driving down the road, and people were like waving. So it's like kind of a cultural thing that as you're driving in your neighborhood, people will wave at you. Even if they're not in a car or in a car, they wave and say hi or hi. I love it. My neighbors are great. Now we're like anywhere, you're gonna have the not as great areas as well. But typically in our smaller community, it's just beautiful, and I love my neighbors and I love my neighborhood. So, but just keep that in mind. If you are moving from a larger city, be prepared mentally and emotionally to be moving to a smaller one. We are small. We are over 30,000 people. 30,000 people for a reason, and we are a small city. We have several schools here. We do have several schools. There's Ringgold High School, there's Heritage High School, and I should have got a list. I know what to do this. LFO. There's several different high schools. So there are several different high schools. I just named the major three, but there are several different high schools. depending on what area you're in. Let's see. Also, there's Catoosa County is the county that Ringgold, Georgia is in. It's a wonderful county. Schools are wonderful, and the neighborhood's wonderful. But keep in mind, we are a smaller city. Also, you know, I've been here, wow, for how many years, long time. And when I first got here, when I first moved here, I didn't know. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it here. Am I gonna like it? I didn't investigate the city first. I didn't go and visit the area first. I didn't go and see how the neighbors felt about their community. And I do encourage you to do that if you can. If you're able to travel, or if you're nearby enough that you could do that, I encourage you to kind of get out in the community. Maybe go to a neighborhood meeting of some sort, and just get a feel from the neighbors how they feel about their community. So I really encourage that. Also, let's talk about if you are selling in Ringgold. Okay, houses are selling. They are selling. So it depends on a lot of different things, though. You've got to price it right. You've got to advertise it right. And so that's really important. But houses are selling. We do have a median rate. Oh, if you're buying, our median is about $250,000, but you can go a little bit lower than that, or of course, if you want something more expensive. But median is $250,000. But there are houses below that. I want to emphasize that too. But those tend to go quick. I want to emphasize that as well. If you're selling in Ringgold, Georgia, you can get a great return for what you bought your house for. Especially if you bought your house 20, 15, 10 years ago, you could definitely gain value in selling your house and earn more than what you spent on that house. So it's a great investment area in Ringgold, and you get a lot for your return. But again, it's going to depend on some things. You've got to work it. You've got to work that out and get the correct information for your home, and as well, hopefully you're working with a realtor that can help you out with that. Also, get emotionally prepared if you're selling your home. Please get emotionally prepared. The worst thing I will never forget, I was showing a house, and the woman that was there had an attitude. She did not want to sell her house. I'm like, I'm not forcing you to sell. Nobody's forcing you to sell your house. Come on now. Help us out. Be happy. Well, first of all, why are you even there? You're not supposed to be there. But anyway, that's another story. Things realtors have to go through. So you don't let me get started there. But she was not happy with selling her home. Please get emotionally prepared to sell your home. One of the ways you can do that is start packing. You may not even have a realtor yet, or you may not even have anything you've done yet. No boxes, nothing, you've not started anything. Start packing stuff away. Packing it out of sight, and see how you feel about that. See how you feel knowing that you're packing everything away. You're going to be leaving to a new area in a new house. And see how you really have a sober judgment of how you feel about that. And I know it's not quite the same as just actually doing it, but it still will give you some feelings there that maybe you need to deal with first. If you feel relief, hey, let's go. You're ready to go. But if you're like way down or you're troubled, maybe you cry that night or something, get prepared emotionally to make sure that you're ready to actually sell your house. The worst thing is to be someone that's begrudgingly, leaving their house, and I know, sometimes it's not a happy thing to be selling your house. Maybe you have to downgrade, maybe someone died, or you got a divorce, or different things happen. So it may not always be a happy thing, but still there should be some questions that you're asking yourself, to make sure you're ready for the emotional upheaval it's going to take to actually move your home. Make sure your kids are on board, They can help with, you know, packing and all of that, and the rooms are ready to go and all of that. When you get ready to show your home, your realtor will help you get it in together and get it all together when you're ready. But you want to be emotionally ready. They can't really help you with that. That's something you need to do on your own and get emotionally ready to sell that house. We want you to have a new start, a fresh start, but it starts in the heart. Okay. Anyway, that's just a couple of thoughts I had. I just wanted to talk to you guys a little briefly about that. And I'm sorry, forgive my hat. I just bad day. But here day. It's Joreen Gainer, Ringgold, Georgia Realtor with Real Brokerage, 423-227-5761. I look forward to helping you start something new by buying or selling your home. Have a great night.